My name is Nonso Anozie. I'm an actor in theatre, film and television. One key person who has inspired me in my life is a man who I'm not related to, but he was probably my earliest role model growing up. When I was about 8 years old, we would go to a library in Camden, Queen's Crescent Library, and a man named Lord Eric Sugumugu, who was a Ghanaian man, would read us African stories every week. And growing up in a school where I was one of the very few black people in the school, it was inspiring to have this black man capture the hearts and minds of everyone in the class. And I still clearly remember being 8 years old and looking around and everybody being transfixed on this man telling these amazing stories. And recently I got in contact with him, I hunted him down somehow, and I actually intend to kind of do a little documentary about his inspiration in my life. So that's one inspirational person that inspired me. Two milestone moments in my life that have contributed to where I am today. I think the first one for me was when I invited Christ into my life, when I discovered faith, and to understand that no matter where I am and what I do, that God is always in control, and no matter how low I get, I always have faith that things can get better. That was a milestone moment that happened in my teens, and it was a choice, you know, because you go through life and a lot of people go to church because their parents went to church, but I pulled away during my teens and then came back from my own accord. And that was definitely something. That's definitely one milestone moment. The other milestone moment in my life was, I think in 2004, I'd done around 4 years of theatre. And I wanted to break into film really badly. But I understood that if I keep on taking theatre work, then I'm not going to be able to do film work because I won't be available for it. So the milestone moment was in 2004. I took nearly a year out of work and became totally broke, and I literally didn't have money to go anywhere and do anything. But at the end of the year, I booked my first movie role, and that's all she wrote, you know. So it's been great ever since. But that was a milestone moment where I had to live in the land of starvation for a year. So it was a very big milestone in my life. What shaped that decision? Well, I understood that I wanted to work in film. I wanted to do some film work. And I'd become quite well known within the industry in the theatre business. So I knew that if I was going to do that film work, I'd have to ignore the theatre jobs that were being offered to me every day. I mean, it kind of makes sense that if you want something new, you have to ditch what you've been doing that's old. I think it's something that I learned early in life. Yeah, and I just made the decision to be unemployed for as long as it took until my first film role came. The Powerlist is not only relevant, but it's essential because it's one of the few outlets for people to actually see people of their own color and background and cultural, you know, people from BME background don't often have people to look up to inspire them. And I'm a real big believer in if you can see it, then you can achieve it. And Powerlist shines a spotlight on those people that are achieving things that a lot of people would only dream of achieving. And if young people and people who are not even young, who are the same age, can see other people achieving those things, then it's going to be much more likely that they'll have a go at trying it themselves. Then we'll have even more successful people. And who knows, we'll have a black middle class and a upper middle class, and we'll be running things. But I think it's not only important, but it's essential. The advice I'd give to somebody who doesn't have a role model would be to seek out opportunities and events locally within their area where mentors come and give advice to young people and inspire others to do things that they have done on a level that's familiar to them. I think the internet's such a great thing that you can search for these things all the time. I myself mentor with Urban Synergy and various other people. I go back to schools that I went to and talk to people. I think seek out somebody that is in the field that you want to succeed in, and choose somebody that is successful at it, and try to pick their brains and try to understand what it is that made them successful.